Cape, vast and mostly rural province with great potential, but often associated with corruption and poor service delivery. The extent of graft in local municipalities has affected the services that the disadvantaged communities are receiving. 25 years into democracy, and some people see no change in their lives. Others even say that their lives have turned for the worst. Newsroom Africa spoke to some people in the Eastern Cape who are struggling to survive and make ends meet with no basic services. And these are their stories.
A bad road is the least of Alvina Qelana's worries. She has no house, no food, no employment, and not even a toilet. These are just some of the tribulations she and her children face daily.
Apha eCumakala ndinqwenela ukuthi sibe nesupport zezindlu ndipeyela imali abantwana qha encinci. So ndicela indlu, istructure, ndicela indlu yestena, and then ndicela isupport sokutya.
These old electrical appliances help shield this family from the cold winter. Qelana is also struggling to take care of a physically challenged son, whose disability grant helps put food on the table for the family of 6.
Ndiphila igrant yabantwana na low disabled. Akafundi, akakwazi ukuthi ask, so uhlala nami ngolo hlobo. Akakwazi paralyzed. Yes, for polio. Yeah.
In poor socioeconomic circumstances, sexual abuse is quite common. Her daughter has been repeatedly raped. They have been waiting for the lab results since 2017.
Ndi guilty. Anything angikho right. Ngihlukumezekile. Njengoba nibona. Okokuqala umntwana wami waye warechwa. Kade kakabini. Nontombazana. Nomntwana ngoku. And then imeko yam apha baye bandigibisele abahlali abandithandi ngesento bandizama ngohlobo ndizama ngalo.
The continuous cries of Alvina's infant are cries of hunger. He hasn't had food for most part of the day. This family is one of many who live in horrific conditions in this province. Voisile Mambumla is unemployed and struggling to make ends meet. Even the electricity that the municipality has now installed is starting to feel like a financial burden to him.
Indlu endihlala kuyo iyavuza. Umbane ke ndisanda ufumana kawona ke. Andinamna ngxaki yombane. Ingxaki yami indlu. Nokusokola ungaphangeli ke. Oh, kabuhlungu kakhulu. Ngenxa ungaphangeli into enkulu. Ndiyalambile ngokuba ndilapha nje.
Qunu is the home village of struggle icon and South Africa's first democratic president, Rolihlahla Nelson Mandela. Some of the Qunu villagers say they have nothing to celebrate.
Ayakho nhlutha. Muna nhlutha lo na lowo ke. Kodwa thina sayizihluthe oko. Okokoko noba wayikhoko asingena ngoku wayekhona sazinhlutha. Asiyazi inhlutha ngena ngoku wayekhona. Sidinga amanzi, asinamanzi, asinazitep, abanye abantu banezitep kwindawo ngendawo. Kubona kusithiwa thina singcono ba upresident ngowethu. Sino president sinezindlu kodwa ufumanisa ba izindlu zakhiwe nakomalokishini kodwa sinazo nezindlu apha.
It seems they have given up hope for a better future and don't see their situation taking a turn for the better.
Hleli kabuhlungu and ke akufani nakuqala siyasokola oko njengalo mfazi uthenga ngento yamanzi asinazi indlu befana naye uveze inyawo nhle lapha indlu inye akho nto inhle andinabantwana abanika imali ndiyasokola iyafana silepay umbutho ntontoni ayikho imali nje ayikho into ezayithetha ngeninzi.
Broken promises, hopeless, and poverty is all some families see and feel. How will their lives change when they see no end to their struggle and the many challenges that face this province continue to grow?
Then there was the demarcation issue, which then led the area moving over to a different water services authority, which is Buffalo City Municipality. That is where now the Gweleha area is. Now, when the area moves to a separate authority, it then means that even the allocation of that project moves with it, and then obviously with our municipal infrastructure grant, it gets adjusted accordingly for us as the district as well. So our allocation will be minus the Gweleha area.
The municipality says it has started to roll out the sanitation project in certain regions like Mngquma and Ngqusha municipalities.
Mentioning Ngqusha and Mngquma because there are structures that when you go there, you will be able to see that this is what was left halfway, and this is what we have then since done when we are continuing with the project.
The Amatole District Municipality welcomes the Public Protector's report. However, it refuses to pay subcontractors, maintaining that the municipality did not have a contract with the subcontractors. The municipality is looking to challenge part of the Public Protector's report in court. But what happens to this community now? Amahlati, a troubled and broken municipality plagued by corruption and political battles. The dire situation in Amahlati has resulted in the municipality being placed under administration. Lack of service delivery, unemployment are just some of the many struggles this community has to endure. Those brave enough to expose corruption are subjected to death threats for bringing to light deals like this non-existent stadium. According to community leaders, over 8 million rands was spent on this field.
I-officials eziphakathi kwamasipala ezingokhansila most yazo kule bag ibolileyo yepotatoes sithetha ngayo kuzakhutshwa itender ikhutshelwa utshomi wabo babe ne-kickbacks abanazo abazawutyisana kuzo.
Amapolisa adubula iqabane ucomrade uxolisa Tom amdubule ngo-live wasweleka elo polisa lamdubulayo nangoku lisaphangela apha epolice station alikagxothwa. Nge-17 ka-Okthobha sikhidnetshiwe sibathathu. Mna ndingulona wafakwa i-pepper spray ngaphantsi. Balaa mntu wandikidnephayo wandithotsharishayo wandibulala entliziyweni. But ke ngoku laa mntu icase yakhe ichithiwe uhamba apho upholile uhamba phaa phandle usene-threats azikhuphayo.
The Eastern Cape Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs has placed Amahlati under administration to stabilize the municipality. But the community sees no difference. Instead, they want to see the corrupt officials behind bars.
Bisinalo ithemba elithi njengokubana kufike uadministrator noko izinto ziyaba bhetere, but siyabona ke ngoku akwenzeki izinto ze-right kwa administrator akancedisi kuba aba bantu basemqolweni kwi-cocktail report abakabanjwa.
The Stutterheim community has leveled serious allegations against the municipality and its new administrator, Dr. Sindisile McLean. Here is what he had to say in response to the community's claims.
Basically, it was the question of the public participation. There wasn't that element, it wasn't strong here. Hence the fact that because of the misunderstandings, the community could come down here and shut the entire municipality. And I can say now that we've tried our level best to interact with the community.
Dr. McLean's contract ends on the 31st of August, yet very little has been implemented.
I got here, there was lack of trust between the internal stakeholders. We're talking about management and the politicians. We had to bridge that gap and make sure that the leadership of the municipality, politically, and the leadership administratively work together. That was the first point. Secondly was that, which is something that the acting MM had to put in place when I raised with him to say, the best thing is that instead of having, you can still have your top management meetings, but you must have meetings that involve even the lower level managers so that the information can cascade down. That's another point. The other one is that at least when I came in, we've been communicating with the community. We're talking, we say, how do we improve? At least we have a program. We've got a plan. Okay. We've got a plan. We're working on it now because it must be taken to the council on the 30th of this month.
The provincial government is working on a turnaround strategy for the municipality with the same council that is implicated in looting the municipality's coffers.
With a new provincial government in place, the Eastern Cape is perhaps looking to haul itself out of a dark hole. Although some may doubt the Eastern Cape Premier Oscar Mabuyane following his own corruption scandal of 450,000 used to renovate the Premier's house. He is determined to end corruption and restore the municipalities.